course, Vitaly is still in the Philippines. He has not been deported to the U.S. or to Russia or really to anywhere. Now, some people have said it could be up to 31 years. I don't think that's going to be the case. Vitaly is having a really bad time in prison. I can now tell you that he is having reactions. He is having arrhythmia, but he is having severe or intense health issues.
Sit! Oh, right there! Give me all your cash you got. Give me everything you have. All my money.
Guys, we've got some massive updates on Vitaly Zdorovetskiy. New videos are also resurfacing on the internet, which is actually making Vitaly's current situation worse. Prosecutors and legal authorities are going through all of them, and it's making his case more difficult. They're now arguing that he's harmful to society, and letting him go could be a severe mistake for the Philippines. Why am I saying that? I'll show you with proof and evidence. Now let's get a quick update on Vitaly's latest situation from jail. In this video, Legal Mindset opens up with some shocking news, from his fans sending him food in prison to the bad news that Vitaly might not face 31 years in jail anymore, which was previously predicted. So first, let's watch the updates.
That Vitaly and Somali cannot do at all right now. I figured it's a good time to give a quick update, especially since there's a little bit of misinformation out there and also some new news to update people on, which I've just come into possession of today. So I can now disclose to you more information about Vitaly, some of which I've been holding on for a while, some of which I've been, keeping in the pocket, and some of which came out today. So of course, Vitaly is still in the Philippines. He has not been deported to the U.S. or to Russia or really to anywhere pending his trial, which is expected to take 2 to 3 years to get to the trial, at which point he will be sentenced. The expectation is at least a couple years. Now, some people have said it could be up to 31 years. I don't think that's going to be the case. I, in fact, think that it'll be a smaller amount of time, a lesser amount of time. However, I think it will be a significant amount of time. I don't think it's going to be, 6 months. I think a year, 2 years, 3 years would be enough, particularly since he was pending 2 years in jail and another year or two. I think that would be sufficient, but we'll see what he ultimately gets. So a lot of people have been talking about potentially delivering food to Vitaly, saying that they're going to bring him food, they're going to hook him up. That is absolutely not happening. I can confirm that Vitaly is not getting food runs from supporters. There are some crazy supporters out there that do indeed support Vitaly, despite all of his insanity. He is not getting food. There's a lot of reasons for that. First of all, his antis, his haters, could bring him tainted food. And if they just allowed any food by, well, then he could get poisoned. Of course, they're not going to be able to test the food. They can't run tests on every piece of food, every sandwich, every burger, every piece of spaghetti or Jollibee that gets brought into Vitaly. So because of that, and because they can't really do anything to test that, they are absolutely not allowing food to be brought in. And that's something that is not happening right now. If it does change, or if there's some sort of circumstance that we get knowledge of, we'll let you know, but that is not happening as of date. The other thing is Vitaly is having a really bad time in prison. I can now tell you that he is having reactions. He is having arrhythmia. People are speculating in the prison this may be due to withdrawal, whether that's from or steroids or whatever else, but he is having severe or intense health issues, which, we're going to follow up on, but they're not going to release him for that. They're taking care of that in the hospital. He's, of course, not going to die. He'll be fine, but he's not going well in jail. So it may be that he was on substances or hopped up on some sort of steroid or something else that was changing his brain chemistry and just making him enter, demon time or go crazy.
Now, this video of Vitaly when he was in Italy is currently being reviewed by legal prosecutors and legal teams. In the video, Vitaly was seen harassing a random guy after a very minor accident. That guy kept saying he would pay for the damage, but Vitaly turned on his camera and recorded the incident while harassing him. Then he got into the man's car without permission, and later on, watch how he took everything from that driver.
Sit! Oh, right there!
Don't touch me!
You that shit. Hold the camera. Record. No,
The car!
you're not going to the car! You're
No.
go sit!
I just
No.
No! I pay you! I pay you!
Let me see the car. Don't touch it.
Where? I pay you! I give you money.
Give me now. Give me all your cash. Give me all your cash you got. Give me everything you have.
Everything I get.
Yeah, everything you have.
Everything I get.
Give me, nope. I'm holding it. Give me the keys. Everything.
All my money. All my... I see you.
So this video is now resurfacing on the internet. Vitaly escaped any consequences for this incident in Italy, but the Philippines is arguing that if he gets deported like that again, Vitaly will just keep doing the same kind of things in other countries. Can you imagine how lucky someone can be, like Vitaly? For those who don't know, Vitaly was a waiter at a restaurant before he got his big break on YouTube with pranks, but this guy couldn't sustain it. He kept abusing the system. After getting arrested multiple times, he never corrected himself. In fact, he came back worse every time, until he finally ended up in a Filipino prison. Watch how he admits his journey from a humble waiter to a nuisance streamer who won't be able to escape from the Philippines like he did in every other country.
Let me try this again. Then it popped off and I had 3,000 subscribers. I was a waiter. I ripped off my tie to my mom and I said, "Mom, I made it, I'm famous." And this was before the Miami Zombie video. Miami Zombie video pops out. I make my first YouTube check, 20K, and I get arrested and I go to jail for 2 months. I was facing 15 years for bomb threat. It's one of the Russian hitmen's classic, your life, your choice. It's my inspirational quote now, your life, your choice. You can do whatever the fuck you want in this life. But the prank was, it's like me as a character, Dimitri, with a suit, my hair slicked back, and I'm like, I don't know which one is the one of you. Your life, your choice. You have 60 seconds, and I run, and they run. People are your life, your choice. Do you want to take the risk, or are you gonna live in fear? Open the suitcase. There's real money inside. Wow. Everybody ran, everybody, and the guy that my cameraman did not turn the microphone on at the time was like a veteran, so he basically lied to the cops. He said it was a bomb. I was like, where's the prank? I didn't say it's a bomb.
Actually, when you go from being a restaurant waiter to a multimillionaire all of a sudden, your mental state doesn't always change right away. The kind of abuse you used to take from angry and disrespectful guests while working as a waiter and couldn't talk back because you didn't want to lose your job, maybe that stuck with Vitaly. After he became a millionaire, he probably thought, you know what? I'm going to take revenge on all those disrespectful people who insulted me during my waiter days. And now he goes around degrading and harassing people and calling it content. This YouTuber named Dwayne TV explained that point really well. Just having money doesn't give you the right to do whatever you want.
So when I see these videos, the first thing that I think is, how can you go to another country and decide to act like this? That shit doesn't even make sense to me. You are a guest in their country and you think that it's okay that you go around and just harass people and make fun of them. Why? Because you have live stream viewers, because you've made a couple $1 million and now you feel like you're above other people. Like, I really don't understand that mentality. And what's crazy is I didn't have a problem with his pranks back in the day. I used to watch in like 2016, 2017 maybe.
But when he arrived in the Philippines, things totally changed. He thought, I escaped prison in powerful countries like America, Europe, and many more. How can a country in Asia like the Philippines even touch me? That mindset is what got him into huge trouble. Just watch this interview clip. I know many of you have seen it before, but this is just for context. Right now, there's no way Vitaly can survive this. In the interview, the reporter asked the officer if Vitaly, being Russian-American, would still face consequences. And the officer's reply, that was the end of the topic for Vitaly.
To make sure that this is being done lawfully and with due process. He's Russian. What if the Russian government asks to, let Vitaly face the charges instead in their jurisdiction?
He broke our laws.
Okay.
He broke our laws. He broke Philippine laws here in our country. So he has to stand trial here.
So that's the thing. If Vitaly ever made a big mistake, it wasn't anything else but taking the Philippines lightly. That was his biggest mistake. But the recent news coming out looks a bit better for him. It seems like he might not be facing 31 years in prison. Still, as you heard from Legal Mindset's secret update, it's no less serious in any way. But here's the real question. Do you think Vitaly can use his money and power to escape from the Philippines? Let me know your opinion on this, because there's a big chance he might try to bribe someone with a huge amount and avoid punishment.